Now on CoastTV News.
It's a cold and breezy Friday morning, and with the winds, it's feeling like teens and 20s out the door. Bundle up. It remains cold into the first half of the weekend. Then it'll warm up with rain likely next week. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up.
Strong winds are fueling this massive fire in Baltimore. Why officials say it's a challenge to contain. And efforts to save a local forest, what a nonprofit is doing to preserve this 30-acre forest in Lewis. Georgetown gets into the holiday spirit. A look at the annual Christmas parade filled with joy and light.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 6th, and I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us and being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey is going to join us with a look at our forecast. Bob, it's official. I turned on my heat yesterday. I caved. I did.
Wow, Elisa, good morning to you. You held out pretty long, right? And boy, the heat is necessary for sure. How about that wind yesterday? My goodness, Christmas decorations blowing around, garbage cans blowing over. So a lot of wind yesterday. Still breezy this morning and still cold. 28 Georgetown, 27 in Redden and Salisbury, 28 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, 27. So even at the beaches, it's cold. Winds not as ferocious as they were yesterday. They're still gusting around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So feels like temperatures, feels like 17 in Salisbury, 22 in Georgetown, 26 in Milton, and 20 in Ocean City. So once again, bundle up out the door as we're looking at clear skies, but we're in this cold northwesterly flow, even some snow showers off to our north and west. We're not going to see that, just lots of sunshine and very cold conditions. So make sure you bundle up, and we're looking at temperatures below freezing right through mid-morning. By noon, only mid-30s, and can you believe it, only mid to upper 30s for highs this afternoon, despite sunshine and feeling much colder with the wind. In fact, our temperature and wind chill, we're going to be warming into the mid to upper 30s, if you want to call it that, but with the wind feeling like 20s as we go into the afternoon and then going below freezing this evening. But there's a warm up on the way. I'll tell you when that happens coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
Thank you, Bob. And you this morning, strong winds are fueling a massive fire at the Baltimore Wood Waste Collection Yard. And the fire in the Woodbury neighborhood is near Interstate 83. And officials say that blaze could continue well into the day. And the fire began shortly after 5 p.m. in a large storage area with trees and logs stacked about 30 feet tall. Officials say so far this fire has been a challenge to contain. And happening today, the controversial proposed Belhaven Hotel for downtown Rehoboth Beach is making headlines once again. According to a Planning Commission agenda, the Commission will discuss a decision made by the Board of Adjustment regarding plans to build a 4-story hotel right where Candy Kitchen currently sits on the boardwalk. Now, it's not clear what this new agenda item is about, but it does say the Planning Commission will talk the legal basis for the Board of Adjustment decision and potential appeal. And the Belhaven Hotel has been the subject of many back-and-forth meetings and requests, most recently about off-site parking. This new meeting is taking place today at 1:30 p.m. And also happening today, plans for 90 townhouses are front and center in Lewis once again. The Overfall Preserve on Savannah Road goes in front of the Lewis Planning Commission today at 9 a.m. And according to the agenda, the Commission may give recommendations on the Overfall Preserve site plan to the City Council for review. And right now we're going to take a live look at Rockefeller Center. Look at that beautiful Christmas tree. It's a little cold, but that is a beautiful place to go and visit if you've never gone before. And now in Georgetown, it was only a few hours ago that caroling on the Circle returned on a chilly but festive night. Thursday night, the town had their annual caroling on the Circle. There was dancing, waving, and a lot of Christmas cheer. All this as cars, floats, and people all made their way around the Circle. The special holiday event also hosts a food drive where they've already collected more than 1,700 food items, and organizers say they will continue to collect until the end of the month. We spoke with locals who say the event is a positive experience.
It's pretty nice, and especially when you're with somebody you care about, so it makes it better.
It's great for the community, honestly, and all the kids get to come together and get to see the tree lit, so it's great.
Caroling on the Circle has a long history. It started back in 1984 and is still going strong today. Over the past 41 years, the event has collected more than 800,000 food items for those in need. And in Lewis, many locals gathered in a big showing of support for the 4th Street Preserve. The nonprofit and Greater Lewis Foundation are working to permanently preserve 30 acres of land with environmental and historical significance. Thursday, the organization took time to thank local businesses that have donated their time and money to the initiative. Campaign Chair Jim Ford says it's a perfect example of Lewis coming together to protect the city's history and natural beauty.
Restaurants and some other businesses have stepped up and done a contribution to our efforts for our campaign, and we were trying to assist them in promoting, those events. So this is just a camaraderie and part of the whole partnership arrangement that reflects Lewis.
And some of the businesses highlighted include Nicola's Pizza and Agave. And happening now, a Salisbury man is facing charges after police say high technology helped catch the suspect who led police on a chase in Ocean City. According to the Ocean City Police Department, Jamie Ruark was caught with a stolen car, then drove away, crashing into a parked car and then ran away. But officials say they used a drone to find him hiding. And new this morning, taking the worry out of dealing with a drought on Delmarva. The Delaware River Basin Committee is taking steps to protect against running out of water. According to the agency, it's declared a water supply emergency and passed 2 resolutions that would work with reservoirs nearby, and those should another drought exacerbate those resources. One plan would cooperate with reservoirs in New York and New Jersey to keep water at a safe level while conditions persist. We're now taking a live look at the White House. The Trump transition team is working hard to prepare for the changes the administration plans to make. This week, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy met with lawmakers where they laid out their vision for President-elect Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, commission. Also, Pete Hegseth, Trump's pick for defense secretary, faces the reality that he may not have the votes to push him over the finish line. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what lawmakers are saying about the future of their government.
Billionaire Elon Musk and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy meeting with lawmakers to lay out their ideas to reduce federal spending as the heads of the Department of Government Efficiency.
We take over in January, and until then, the big government Democrats are still in charge, and they're spending money, in our view, recklessly. And so, yes, we've had a lot of discussions over the last couple of days about what our authority would be to claw some of that back and to stop it.
Musk has called for $2 trillion in cuts, which could include slashing the federal workforce. Many Republicans expressed excitement while acknowledging changing the way the government operates would take time.
We're just talking about the art of the possible, kind of the metes and bounds of things that we can do quickly, things that will take a longer time, require enabling legislation, but it was a good discussion.
Others say the committee would be a waste of time if Congress fails to act on proposed cuts.
The members have got to have the guts to pull the trigger.
Meanwhile, President-elect Trump's pick for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth claims he's a changed man following allegations of mistreatment of women and excessive drinking.
I'm a different man than I was years ago, and that's a redemption story that I think a lot of Americans appreciate.
Sources tell NBC News at least 6 Republican lawmakers are not ready to confirm his nomination. Despite that, Hegseth says he's staying in the fight.
I'm here with the support of President Donald Trump. As long as he supports me, which he told me this morning, I'll be here.
At an event in New York Thursday night, the president-elect continued his post-election victory lap while laying out his vision for his second administration. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
We're just getting started this morning on CoastTV News Today. Coming up, problems in Peddler's Village. We show you why businesses in the area say the roadwork project is making them lose out on money. And one hotel in Rehoboth is hoping to improve. We'll tell you what NRE features owners are looking to add. And higher prices at Chipotle are not popular among customers. We'll tell you why the company says the food has become more expensive. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Listen to Big 1077, Delmarva's classic rock station.
5:11 on this very cold Friday morning. Boardwalk Plaza Camp 27. It says the winds are calm. I don't believe that. We're pretty breezy out there right now. 27 Delmar, 28 in Georgetown, Salisbury 27. These are actual temperatures, and then you factor in the winds that are gusting not as bad as yesterday, up to about 15 miles per hour, and those feels like temperatures are down into the teens and 20s. We're looking at clear skies right now, but we're in this very cold northwesterly flow. That will keep us sunny, but very chilly today. Bus stop forecast for the kiddos. Make sure they're really bundled up this morning. Very cold, 26, but feeling like teens with the wind. And then heading home, very cold. Despite sunshine, temperatures only into the upper 30s, right around 37 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. And if you want to shape Georgetown's future, the town has one position on the Planning Commission open until June of next year. Candidates must be at least 21 years old, a U.S. and Delaware citizen, and have an interest in urban and rural planning and development. If interested in a position, send a letter to the Planning Department by January 3rd. And for more on this and the full list of requirements, you can check out CoastTV.com. And new this morning, Delta is giving away Easy Pass transponders. The agency says its annual free transponder event will end on December 31st, and people looking to take part in the opportunity must first open a new Easy Pass account. According to the agency, people can sign up online or in person. And inflation, that's the reason why you've been paying more for your burrito bowl at Chipotle. The Mexican chain says a 2% rise in menu prices was necessary to offset an increase in prices for ingredients. Chipotle says ingredients like avocados and dairy are now more expensive for them to buy. It's in third quarter earnings call in October. The company said its food, beverage, and packaging costs were nearly 1% higher than a year earlier. And McDonald's seems to be giving the people what they want. The restaurant announced that the snack wrap will return next year. And now, if you're not familiar, the snack wrap is chicken in a tortilla wrap, and it will be available with various toppings and sauces. The announcement comes only days after the food chain announced its McRib sandwich would also make a comeback. And still ahead, one Rehoboth Beach hotel is hoping to improve. We'll tell you how many decades owners say it's been since the last renovation.
Bundle up out the door. It's a cold one this morning, 27 in Milford, but feeling like teens and 20s with the wind. And we are looking at a cold end to the weekend, first half of the weekend. Then it does start to warm up, and then good rain chances as we head into next week. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Listen to Big 1077, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Tonight, for the first time in a generation, Rudolph comes home to NBC.
Ready, Rudolph? Ready, Santa.
The 60th anniversary of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, tonight on NBC.
It's Christmas.
Tonight, Reba and George are on the naughty list.
What?
It's me, man.
I know it's you, Grandpa. Santa smells like candy canes, not hot dog water.
Happy's Place and Lopez, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign. A magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, he knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
The time is now 5:16, and we're going to take a live look outside at Lewis this morning. This chilly morning, Bob. I'm happy to be inside today, but tomorrow, everyone wants to know the weather because there's a big state championship football game going on. I hope that wind is on their side, though, because it was brutal yesterday.
That wind was brutal yesterday, Lisa, for sure. But I think those winds will calm down. That big game is in Annapolis, so it's the Friday Night Lights kind of Saturday afternoon edition forecast, sponsored by DSM Plus. And for Annapolis tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be cold around kickoff, 39 degrees. You're going to want to bundle up, and then by halftime, getting dark and 34, and there will be a little bit of wind too, so make sure you bundle up for the big game. It's cold this morning, 27 Salisbury, Delmar, 28 in Seaford right now, 29 in Ocean City, 28 in Bethany Beach, so everybody in the deep freeze. And wind speeds about 5 to 15 miles per hour depending on location. And in some places, it's gusting up to nearly 20 miles per hour, not nearly as strong as yesterday, but still feeling cold. Feels like 17 Salisbury, 26 into Milton, and 22 in Georgetown. So bottom line is bundle up as we're looking at clear skies right now. We're looking off to the northwest, still seeing some snow showers in those favored lake effect areas in Pennsylvania and the northeast, but the cold air continues to pour in from the north and west. You can see the snow showers up to our north, and it's cold, high pressure over the top of us, and this will keep us quiet and cold as we go through the next couple of days. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're below freezing, leave extra time to warm up the car. Still below freezing mid-morning, and then by noon we do crack that freezing mark in most locations with mid-30s, and we're only into the mid to upper 30s as we go into the afternoon hours. As we go into this evening and tonight, very cold, temperatures into the 20s, and by Saturday morning at least mid-20s, some lower 20s well inland. And Saturday, another chilly day, not as cold as today, with highs into the lower 40s. That's a little better, and the winds will be lighter. And then Saturday night into Sunday morning, it's chilly with mostly clear skies, temperatures beginning in the 30s. And then this is much nicer. Southwesterly winds on Sunday do warm us into the mid-50s. But feels like temperatures this morning in the teens and 20s. Then we're into the upper 20s. That's it for the feels like temperatures as we go into the afternoon. Feeling like teens tomorrow morning. morning, and then still very cold into the afternoon hours. Here's our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, looking better into next week. Normal conditions, meaning 50s, even some 60s, and better rain chances later Monday. It does dry out Tuesday, but then it looks like a stronger system brings heavier rain as we go into Wednesday, and then it starts to clear out on Thursday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, cold sunshine today, 38, 41 Saturday, and then 56 on Sunday. By Monday, late day showers, 57, 61 Tuesday, a few showers, and then a better chance of a steady rain on Wednesday, 58, and then dry and colder on Thursday. Umbrella winner today is George from Lewis. Congratulations to him on his brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And in Rehoboth Beach, the Beachview Hotel has been a staple along Wilmington Avenue for decades. But now owners want some much-needed upgrades. The property owner says no major renovations have been done since the 1980s. And now the company says it's time to bring the hotel up to date. During a recent Rehoboth Planning Commission meeting, the hotel says it wants to add more suites, a hot tub, and new elevators as a part of these upgrades. And some people in Rehoboth tell us they're on board with the plan.
I could understand if they wanted to raise the height of the building, which would be obtrusive to, other people on the beach. But if it's just the inside, I think that's a good thing.
The city told Coast TV that no updates have been set for the next time these upgrades will be discussed. And this now brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, should more hotels in Rehoboth be updated? And so far, about 40% of you said some, not at all, but 35% said yes, all of them. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still at coasttv.com or on the mobile app. And up next on Coast TV News today, problems in Peddler's Village. We'll tell you why one business says the roadwork is impacting their bottom line. Don't go anywhere.
Santa is making stops all over Delmarva this weekend. We have all the cool things to do and where you can catch the big guy coming up next.
Local news is really important, especially right now. Local news is still largely trusted by the people in the community that they cover, and a big part of that is because we're out in the community every day. We're meeting people, we're talking to people, we're telling their specific stories, because there's a lot of people that want to know what's going on here. There's a lot of people that have opinions about what's going on here. That matters from a journalistic standpoint.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Dave. Delmarva Experts, local experts right where you need them.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school and graduate debt-free. That education helped me get to the first day at my career, a job that I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from my service helped me buy my first home. And I take pride knowing I will be the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Did you know after the fourth missed mortgage payment, pre-foreclosure starts and you're headed to auction? This will ruin your credit and make it hard to buy or even rent in the future. To stop the foreclosure, look into a loan modification, file bankruptcy, or call a professional home buyer. You don't have to lose your home, but you do have to act fast. Delmarva Dave is here to help. For more information about Delmarva Dave, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
The AFC West is up for grabs. Harbaugh has the Chargers believing that's my guy and winning, but the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. Unbelievable! Chargers, Chiefs on NBC and Peacock.
Happening now after a years-long roadwork project on Route 24, local businesses say they are still hurting. And this is in Peddler's Village. Specifically, one business, the general store, said it lost hundreds of thousands of dollars due to this road work. And Barisa Alonso works at Amore Pizza and says this road work also just annoys customers.
Yeah, we get a lot of comments from customers complaining about it, especially locals, because they don't really like all the changes or all the people moving down here.
And the road work wrapped up on May 24th. The last part of this project is still to work on Angola Road. And that portion of Route 24 work was just one small sliver of the overall plans for that highway. DelDOT presented outlines 7 major projects over 3 years, including widening Route 24 between Love Creek Elementary and Route 1. And now we're going to bring back in Bob Trahey to talk about what it's going to be like on the beach today. Bob, I don't know if I would want to venture to the beach today. That's just me because of that wind. That's just me.
Well, I get that, but it'll be sunny and it'll be breezy and not windy. So there's always that. There is a gale warning until 6 a.m., so still some choppy seas out there and gusty winds. Fenwick Island and Ocean City beginning below freezing, and you're only topping out in the upper 30s to near 40 later today. A very cold ferry ride up to Cape May Lewis beginning in the 20s. The same for Rehoboth with temperatures into the upper 30s this afternoon, feeling colder with the wind. And on the bay side, 1 to 2 foot waves there, 30 early on in Cambridge, and then mid-30s this afternoon with the wind, and still pretty breezy as well in Crisfield, and your highs only into the mid-30s. First half of the weekend's cold, then it does start to warm up, and better rain chances into next week. More on your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. Well, it's chilly outside, but the holiday spirit will keep you warm this weekend. Here's Christina DeRobertis with your cool things to do.
Sure, you might be busy shopping, wrapping gifts, or baking cookies this weekend, but take some time to have some festive fun with your friends and family, and you can start in Milton, where the Holly Festival kicks off at 9 a.m. Saturday downtown. Get ready for food trucks, face painting, and a chance to meet Santa himself. Or head to Rehoboth for the 3rd annual Santa Bar Crawl on Saturday. It starts at 1 p.m. on the boardwalk. You can dress as the big guy or just bring your holiday spirit, and don't forget donations for Toys for Tots. In Milford, Big Oyster Brewery is having its first ever tree lighting from 2 to 7 on Saturday. There's going to be live music, Christmas caroling, a hot chocolate bar, and Santa will be there too. You should also bring a food donation for the food bank. And don't forget all the parades this weekend. The holiday spirit takes to the streets in Selbyville Friday night, in Ocean City and Lewis on Saturday. For event details, tickets, and more, you know what to do. Just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
We are looking for your help with the next Coast Country Cares event, sponsored by Spicer Brothers Construction. Stop by the center at Salisbury near the food court on Saturday, December 7th from 11 to 1. We will be collecting new unwrapped toys for Toys for Tots. Please help make a child on Delmarva very happy this Christmas morning with your toy donations. Coast Country Cares from Spicer Brothers. For your last roof installed by the best, the only choice is Spicer Brothers.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Doctors, lawyers, teachers, bus drivers, cashiers, librarians, the helpful smile of a helper, a caretaker, a healer, a giver can also hide the deepest suffering. Domestic violence impacts everyone, even our everyday heroes. What Is Your Voice is here to help. Call our helpline at 302-467-3310 or visit whatisyourvoice.org.
Close your eyes for 3 seconds, and I want you to visualize something great that you're going to do today. I did this all day today, in between meetings. I know what I got to bring today to win for this team. to sacrifice for your brother.
Now on CoastTV News.
It's a cold and breezy Friday morning, and with the wind, it's feeling like teens and 20s out there, so bundle up. It remains cold into the first half of the weekend, then a warm up with rain likely next week. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up.
Are struggling to contain this fire in Baltimore. Details about the strong blaze being fueled by intense winds. And forest preservation efforts in Lewis, how a local nonprofit is trying to protect this piece of land. And caroling, lights, and more, a look at how the town of Georgetown got into the holiday spirit.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 6th. I'm Elisa Weber, and the time is now 6:29. We're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey to tell us about our forecast. And I think I speak for everyone, Bob. I hope those winds are a little less today.
I think they will be. Those winds were pretty ferocious yesterday, Elisa. It'll be breezy today, not windy, but still pretty cold. In fact, cold out the door right now. 27 in Rehoboth, 29 Ocean City, 27 in Salisbury, 28 in Seaford. So everybody below freezing. And there is a breeze out there around 5 to 15 miles per hour. So it's feeling like 17 in Salisbury. Even at the beach feels like 19 in Ocean City and 27 in Rehoboth. So bundle up. We are looking at clear skies, good visibility, and I think with the winds, probably not seeing any frost, but we continue to see this northwesterly flow, very cold. So really bundle up this morning and leave extra time to get to work or school. Here's our Futurecast at 6 a.m. We're into the upper 20s, and we're still below freezing mid-morning, maybe a few clouds. By the noon hour, we're into the mid-30s. That's it. And I think we're only topping out in the mid to upper 30s as we go into the afternoon. You add the wind, feeling much colder than that. And then for this evening, yeah, just plain cold. Here's a drivecast for this morning. Grab that warm beverage, warm up the car. Also good to have that remote fob for sure to start the car. Cold and breezy, but I gave you the green light, and then the green light for this afternoon and evening, sunny and cold.
Thank you, Bob. And new this morning, strong winds are fueling a massive fire at the Baltimore Wood Waste Collection Yard. And the fire is burning in the Woodbury neighborhood near Interstate 83. Officials say this blaze could continue well into the day. And the fire began shortly after 5 p.m. in a large storage area with trees and logs stacked about 30 feet tall. And officials say so far, the fire has been a challenge to contain. And happening today, the controversial proposed Belhaven Hotel for downtown Rehoboth Beach is making headlines once again. According to a Planning Commission agenda, the Commission will discuss a decision made by the Board of Adjustment regarding plans to build a 4-story hotel right where Candy Kitchen currently sits on the boardwalk. Now, it's not clear what this new agenda item is about, but it does say the Planning Commission will talk the legal basis for the Board of Adjustment's decision and potential appeal. And the Belhaven Hotel has been the subject of many back and forth meetings and requests, most recently about off-site parking. This new meeting will take place today at 1:30 p.m. And also happening today, plans for 90 townhouses are front and center in Lewis once again. The Overfall Preserve on Savannah Road goes in front of the Lewis Planning Commission today at 9 a.m. And according to the agenda, the commission may give recommendations on the Overfall Preserve site plan to the City Council for review. And we're now going to take a live look at the Christmas tree in Philadelphia. Areas across the country are getting in the Christmas spirit. That's a beautiful tree. But it was only a few hours ago that caroling on the circle returns to Georgetown on a chilly but festive night. Thursday night, the town had their annual Caroling on the Circle. A big tradition is the food drive. And CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how many locals came out to share the holiday spirit.
Dancing, waving, and a lot of Christmas caroling. And of course, marching bands. All at the popular Caroling on the Circle Christmas Parade in Georgetown.
It is freezing out here.
Cars, floats, and people all made their way around the circle. One couple says the parade is best when you have someone to share it with.
It's pretty nice, and especially when you're with somebody you care about, so it makes it better.
Even the Grinch enjoys the parade.
It's great for the community, honestly, and all the kids get to come together and get to see the tree lit, so it's great.
The special holiday event also hosts a food drive where they have already collected more than 1,700 food items, and they will continue to collect until the end of the month. If the hot chocolate or hand warmers aren't quite doing the trick of keeping everyone warm, it's the joy and excitement from the kids and their families all around the circle that's keeping everyone cozy. Even Santa made the trip from the North Pole, and he agrees it's all about the kiddos.
We're here for the kids, and hopefully the cold weather's not going to keep them home tonight. It's just it's a great feeling to be out here, and a great atmosphere.
Georgetown spreading the holiday joy. For Coast TV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
Caroling on the Circle has a long history. It started back in 1984 and is still going strong today. And over the past 41 years, the event has collected more than 800,000 food items for those in need. And happening now, a Salisbury man is facing charges after police say high technology helped catch the suspect who led police on a chase in Ocean City. According to the Ocean City Police Department, Jamie Ruark was caught with a stolen car, then drove away, crashing into a parked car, and then ran away. Officers say they used a drone to find him hiding. We are now taking a live look at the White House. The Trump transition team is working hard to prepare for the changes to the administration. This week, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy met with lawmakers where they laid out their vision for President-elect Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, commission. The two men are laying out their ideas to reduce federal spending as the heads of the Department of Government Efficiency. And Musk has called for $2 trillion in cuts, which could include slashing the federal workforce. Many Republicans expressed excitement while acknowledging changing the way the government operates would take time. However, others say the committee would be a waste of time if Congress fails to act on proposed cuts.
Take over in January, and until then, the big government Democrats are still in charge, and they're spending money, in our view, recklessly. And so, yes, we've had a lot of discussions over the last couple of days about what our authority would be to claw some of that back and to stop it.
We're just talking about the art of the possible, kind of the metes and bounds of things that we can do quickly, things that will take a longer time, require enabling legislation, but it was a good discussion.
At an event in New York Thursday night, the president-elect continued his post-election victory lap while laying out his vision for his second administration. And we have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, Lewis parking problems. We'll tell you why DelDOT is recommending no parking signs in one area of the city and how one business owner says this would impact him. And no key player, no problem for James M. Bennett. We'll show you highlights from Bayside basketball. Don't go anywhere.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Calling all comic collectors, anime lovers, gamers, and pop culture fans, make your way to Ocean City Comic Con December 14th and 15th at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center, featuring over 200 vendors, artists, and special guests. Plus, take a pic with your favorite comic book hero, take part in a costume contest, and so much more. Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday 11 to 4. Tickets start at $10 with discounts in costume or donating a non-perishable food item. For more info, go to oceancitycomiccon.com.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on strong family values and a commitment to quality. For 3 generations, we've stayed true to those principles, delivering friendly service and fast premium results that's built to last. Growing up, my dad showed me what it takes to be the best. And now I'm passing the same knowledge on to my kids, ensuring our commitment to quality lives on. JD Asphalt, quality paving, family owned and trusted for over 50 years.
DSN Plus is more energy. Extra live games and on-demand replays anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups in unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today. Get the Coast TV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news.
Just about 5:39 on this very cold Friday morning. Irish Ice, Cam Lewis, 27. Looks like maybe a little bit of ice out there on the canal. Cold enough for that, as we're all below freezing right now, well down into the mid to upper 20s all across the area. And we've got a northwesterly breeze as well, at times gusting up to 20 at the coast. You know what that means? It feels like temperature is way down there. It feels like 17 Salisbury, 22 in Georgetown, and Milton at 26. We do have clear skies. We continue in this northwesterly flow. Some snow showers to our north and west. That's not a concern today. The cold is, though, so make sure you warm up the car, bundle up, make sure you have extra layers. Ice scraper, maybe if you're seeing lighter winds, could be seeing some frost. Warm beverage and sunglasses a must today. And remember, you can call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone, another way to get your forecast, sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. And if you want to shape Georgetown's future, the town has one position on the Planning Commission open until June of next year. Candidates must be at least 21 years old, a U.S. and Delaware citizen, and have an interest in urban and rural planning and development. If interested in the position, send a letter to the Planning Department by January 3rd. And for more on this, the full list of requirements, check out CoastTV.com. And new this morning, Delta is giving away Easy Pass transponders. The agency says its annual free transponder event will end on December 31st. And people looking to take part in the opportunity must first open a new Easy Pass account. And according to the agency, people can sign up online or in person. And join us this Sunday for Sunday Night Football. It's the Chiefs versus the Chargers. Pre-game starts at 7 right here on Coast TV. Then stay tuned after the game for your local news.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Well, it was the big question mark going into this basketball season. And last night, we got our first answer. How would Bennett look without Jace Hudson, without Darion Collins? Clips taking on Kent Island and Stevensville first quarter. Buccaneers' Robert Butler getting up for the rejection and turn away that shot attempt. Now a chance for the Clippers in transition. Allen Butler, he can bounce too. Another block for KI. Stevensville boys up to end the first. To the second, JMB flash of the defense. Zakai Smullen with the steal, and he takes it all the way to the rack for the and one. Then check out this end-to-end action. Butler first, all the way to the cup for Kent Island. His layup off the mark, but Allen Butler there to clean up. Now it's the Clippers' turn. Long pass ahead to Smullen, spin cycle, layup. Clippers leading big at this point. It's 46-28 at the half. In the third quarter, the offense kept humming. Jaden Cologne rattling in the three ball. And then Ben Singletary. Knock it off. The pump fake, the handles. Pretty stuff from the Clippers. It was 60-46 headed to the fourth. But hold everything. Cameron Green, southpaw, three ball, nylon. Buccaneers got the deficit to single digits. But just when things got dicey, Smullen playing closer. 75-68 the final as JMB picks up a tough road win. Tonight, we're going to hit the road to Berlin for Decatur Wrestling. Join us at 6. Let it for sports.
And coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night at 6 p.m., watch Stephen Decatur take on Urbana in wrestling. Then at 10 p.m., it's Nittany Game Week, and at 10:30, it's the final score. And for your DSN Plus app exclusives, first at 5:30, it's peak tip-off at Chesapeake College. Also, that time you can watch Sussex Academy face off against Delmarva Christian in boys basketball. And at 5:45, it's Cape Henlopen and Lake Forest in boys basketball. And at 6 p.m., you can watch Colonel Richardson take on Pocomoke in basketball. Stephen Decatur High School's football team is headed back to the state championship tomorrow. Tune into the Delmarva Sports Network for a live analysis of the game. At 3 p.m., DSN will host the Stephen Decatur Road to the Championship special. That will lead into the watch party at 3:30. Stephen Decatur will take on Huntingtown on Saturday at 3:30 in Annapolis. In entertainment news now, from the latest star-studded film festival to a music film on a really big screen. David Daniel has details in today's Hollywood Minute.
Why is it you're always causing some sort of commotion?
I don't cause commotions, I am one.
Wicked star Cynthia Erivo has traded the Yellow Brick Road and Emerald City for the Red Sea, specifically Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, for the 4th Red Sea International Film Festival. Her Wicked co-star Michelle Yeoh was also there for opening night, along with Emily Blunt, Eva Longoria, Will Smith, and competition jury president Spike Lee.
You could tell it was going to be a good crew, but people wouldn't even book the band.
We knew something was in the air. I could feel it around me.
Everybody said, you're mad. You're completely crazy.
But I knew this was going to be the way to go.
Becoming Led Zeppelin is the first officially sanctioned film about the iconic group. The docu-concert film explores the band's origins, featuring rare footage and interviews with the typically private musicians. Becoming Led Zeppelin arrives in IMAX theaters February 7th, with preview screenings in select markets February 5th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
During the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everyone. And we like to share the cards and donations we have received. This card is from Sandy in Georgetown. Thank you for this card and your donation. And we still need your help to make sure every child on Delmarva has that special present to open on Christmas morning. Already, the initiative has raised over $210,000. Just take a look at your screen for information on how to donate. And today's holiday house is coming to us from a family in Seaford. On your screen right now is a beautiful tree sitting perfectly in the corner of what looks like a cozy home. The lights are at the star of the show, and this picture was submitted to us by Fred and Tiffany in Seaford. Happy holidays. We want to see more of your bright lights and festive setups. You can submit your pictures and videos right now at coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
Looking very festive indeed, and it feels like Christmas out there right now. Spicer Brothers Cam, good visibility, 27 in Salisbury, feeling much colder with the wind. A very cold start to our Friday, feeling like teens with the wind. It remains cold into the first half of the weekend, and then a warm up, then rain for next week. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Have you lost a loved one to suicide? You are not alone. I lost my teenage son to this heartbreaking tragedy.
And I lost my veteran dad, who faced his struggles alone in silence.
We're here as part of the Jesse Clump Memorial Fund's Lost team, providing support to suicide loss survivors.
We understand this complicated grief. We are here to meet, talk, or text whenever you need.
Remember, you are not alone.
Call us at 410-726-3090.
Together we can heal and find hope again.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
The time is now 5:47, and we're going to take a live look outside at Salisbury this morning. And Bob, it's mornings like this. I wish I had that heated steering wheel on my car. My mom has that. I'm really jealous. I do have the heated seat, though. Thank goodness, though.
I have the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. No, I know, first world problems, but you know, it's nice to have, and it's nice to have that remote starter on the fob too. But you know, if you don't, well, you know, make sure you warm up the car because it is very cold. We have a couple more cold days and a warm up. 38 today, 41 Saturday, and then, this is nice, 56 by Sunday, 57 Monday, and then 61 on Tuesday. That looks like the warmest day of the next several. And then rain chances increase next week. But first things first, it's cold out there. 27 in Salisbury, 27 in Delmar, 29 in Ocean City, 27 in Rehoboth, 26 in Milton. So everybody cold, and yes, there is a breeze at times gusting up to about 15, 20 miles per hour on the coast, and that is adding to the chill for sure. As we're looking at feels like temperatures, 17 in Salisbury, feels like 21 in Bethany Beach, 22 in Georgetown right now. As we're looking at clear skies, good visibility, so travel weather is good. Looks like some snow showers moving out of the Poconos and out of some of the higher terrain of Pennsylvania. So if you're traveling up there, looking at some of the snow showers, maybe some snow squalls downwind of the lakes. So it's very, very cold, and that cold air coming across the still pretty warm Great Lakes, and that cold air continues to pour in with high pressure building in for the upcoming weekend. Futurecast this morning, upper 20s, 7 a.m., still below freezing at 9 o'clock. We finally get above that 32-degree mark at noon, mid-30s, and then we're only into the mid to maybe upper 30s this afternoon, despite a lot of sunshine. If you're out this evening checking out holiday lights or just going out on the town, it's going to be cold, 20s, and feeling colder with the wind. By Saturday morning, down into the 20s, way down there, I think lower 20s, inland areas, and then a little better Saturday afternoon. Winds turn more to the west. We're looking at low 40s. Not as cold Sunday morning with 30s and 40s. And then this is nicer on Sunday afternoon into the mid to upper 50s. Temperatures where they should be for this time of year. Feels like temperatures this morning in the teens and 20s. And we're only into the upper 20s as far as feels like temperatures this afternoon. And then Saturday morning, we're in the teens, 30s into the afternoon hours. Better news down the road. Next week, we're looking at normal temperatures. That's 50s and 60s. We also increase the rain chances later Monday. Get a little break Tuesday, but later Tuesday into Wednesday, a more significant system brings us steady to maybe heavy rain as we go into Wednesday and Wednesday night, and then another shot of cool air behind that. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. It's cold the next couple of days. Saturday 41 with sunshine, 56 Sunday, and then some showers later Monday into Tuesday. A better chance of rain on Wednesday. That's the mild period, Monday through Wednesday. High of 61 on Tuesday, and then Thursday, sunshine and colder and a high of 43.
Thank you, Bob. And right now, bikers have their own lane on Savannah Road in Lewis. But as you go towards Drake Knoll Road, bicyclists and cars share the road. And the city is now discussing whether or not they should put no parking signs in the area, citing the safety of bicyclists as an issue. But the Lewis Brewing Company owner, David Jones, says this is where his customers park.
I feel like we're being singled out. The area that they want to put no parking signs up on both sides of the road is within walking distance of our brewery. They're not going further down Savannah Road heading east. There are businesses on that end. There's cars that park along the road on both sides.
And the no parking signs are a recommendation from DelDOT, but the city of Lewis has the final say. And official plans will be discussed next week. And up next on CoastTV News Today, getting to know your glucose levels will tell you what a doctor says about how to know if a glucose monitor is right for you.
We've got dry roads out the door like we're seeing in Salisbury this morning, 27, so bundle up. So very cold to start our Friday, feeling like teens with the wind. It does remain cold into the first half of the weekend, then a warm up, then rain chances for next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next. Stay tuned.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanga Kia of Salisbury.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sunder Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99. and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
The AFC West is up for grabs. Harbaugh has the Chargers believing and winning. But the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. Unbelievable! Chargers, Chiefs on NBC and Peacock.
It's a trend that's gaining popularity. Continuous glucose monitors were first developed for use by diabetes patients, but now even those who don't have the disease are using them, including Olympic athletes who want to track their blood glucose levels. Mandy Gaither shows us what a doctor says on whether these devices are right for you.
It's a diabetes tool turned wellness trend. Continuous glucose monitors, or CGMs, stick to the arm and provide near real-time information on blood sugar.
They're little patches that fit right on your skin and that you wear for a couple of weeks and are connected to your smartphone.
This year, the FDA approved CGMs made by Dexcom and Abbott for use by people who don't use insulin. The biosensors are now available without prescription and for about $89 a month out of pocket.
It increases our awareness of what we're eating, what we're doing, how much we're sleeping, and overall benefit is an extraordinary leap forward in our wellness.
Cardiologist Dr. Fred St. Gore with El Camino Health says higher levels of blood sugar can be toxic to blood vessels and impact health. So he says these devices can benefit everyone, even those who don't have diabetes, especially athletes, alerting them to blood sugar drops during workouts and competitions.
When you have a monitor on and if it sends a signal to you to tell you to take some food in at that time, that can be extremely helpful to keep both a professional athlete, but even an average athlete, to keep them functioning at a higher level.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Others in the scientific community say they fail to see the value of continuous glucose monitoring for those who don't have diabetes and say a lack of data on whether or not the devices provide valuable information to those without the disease. And BB Healthcare and the American Heart Association are hosting their third annual Delaware Stroke Summit. This will take place today at 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Hyatt in Dewey Beach, and it will focus on stroke prevention, care, and new research. And you may not know this, but Delaware has the worst stroke mortality rate in the nation. This event is open to everyone. And the time is now 5:56 this morning, and we're going to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day. And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And on your screen right now is Sage. Sage is a beautiful social butterfly who loves to be brushed and loves gentle petting. And if you want to adopt Sage or any other lovable pet, visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen and scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friends to CoastTV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature. And it's 5:57, and we're going to take a quick look at our forecast before you head out the door. Bob, it's a cold morning to go to work. That's for sure. You really wake up.
Yeah. To say how to bundle up and layer up. It's just, it's just been a very cold start to, well, winter, not even officially yet, meteorological winter, but out the door, we're in the 20s, mid to upper 20s, but with the wind feeling like lower 20s this morning. Bundle up, and then we only top out in the upper 30s today, despite lots of sunshine, and those wind chills still stay in the 20s, so bundle up. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, cold the next couple of days, 41 Saturday, 56 Sunday, Monday late day showers 57, and then Tuesday's a real mild day, 61 with some showers, a better chance of a steady rain Wednesday, 58, then it's dry and colder end of next week, and then looking kind of cold again into next weekend and staying dry.
are struggling to put out this fire, why this blaze is such a challenge, and how long it's been burning for. That and more when Coast TV News Today returns.